Alright, in this video we're going to install our Lee safety primer to the progressive reloader. Now what comes in the box is instructions, and that's for a different reloader. The instructions on how to mount this came with the machine. We got two different types of brackets here in this box. This one kind of goes on a single stage. This is the one we want for our machine, so we'll pull that out. And you have two different sets of arms in here. Large, and they're marked down in there. Large, and we want the small. Like I said, it's marked down in there where my finger is, SM, small. And that's your, this is where the primers go into this tray, and it goes in like that. So those are the pieces we need, and now we'll go and we'll set them up on our progressive reloader. Oh, and by the way, this costs $21.57 delivered, this item, this add-on. So we'll add that to the list, and at the end I'll give you a total of what all this cost. Alright, to install it, up at the top of this press there's a large Phillips head screw. I backed it out. So we're going to take that off of this little tab on the press. Now you take your bracket with this part down, and when you place it up on there, you'll see where it's like cut to where one shoulder lines right up like that. So that's how you want to place it on. There. And take our screw, put it in here for ease. Get your screw back in there, and then tighten down the bracket line. And it says to kind of line it up, and we tighten it down. Alright, now that the bracket is on, if you look at this, this is your trigger activator, and that's what's going to put the primer up onto the arm. So you take these tabs and kind of slide them down in there at an angle, and that kind of rocks in there and just kind of hangs like that. Then when the arm comes up, or when your reloader comes up to here, if you look, you can see where this, when you up to the full upward stroke, then I guess you'd push this in like that, and then it would drop a primer on. So I'm going to load a couple primers into the tray. I'll show you how to do that, and just get them in there to see if I can get a primer on there. I'm not going to fill the tray up. We're going to see how this works. Okay, here's our primer tray. The instructions tell you slide this tab here down from lock to open. You open it up like this. And they tell you just to dump the primers into the tray and shake them till they right themselves. So we're only going to put like 10. Primers in there. And we're going to shake the tray. And they're all, I don't know if you can see it, upward like that, where the anvils are facing up at the back. Okay, then we're going to close and lock the tray once again. Okay, now we're loaded with primers. Let's get it up in the arm and see what happens. Now, since this is gravity fed, I believe, this tray, I think it would be best to take the arm off, hold the arm, insert the tray into the arm. Let me do that over here. Okay. Insert the tray into the arm like this. Then when you tip it up, yep, the primers fall down. So make sure you got to remove this. Then we slide it back in there. Alright. Now the arm comes up. Full stroke. We push forward. And we do have a primer on the arm here. So basically that's how it works. You're going to have to push this with your finger each time you set a primer in the arm. That just kind of dangles and swings there. It is not an automatic. As you can see, you have to get it down there. And then there is a groove in the bottom of this that lines up with that arm. And then that's why it's serrated here. And you push it and set your primer in. Okay, got this out of alignment again. Got to watch for that. That's one thing about the press. When you short stroke it or whatever, it'll get out of alignment, and then this main pin that locks it won't come up. All right, so that's it for the primer feed. We got the primer feed. Now we're going to move on to the next station and setting her up.